Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. On the run, it's Frost. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Hand off from the shotgun. Still running at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and... This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He stops quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. the guy you want to throw to is not open, just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. They go to the ground. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. They give it to him again. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressive running toward the tape. He's at the 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Lining up for the PAT. They block it. He's got a chance to take this one back. What a play, finding a way to get it into the end zone, and after all of that, it's even better. You wind up with a two-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll go right back to him. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, so he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Third down play from the gun. He finds his man. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll line up to go for 2.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Black 24.
Trying to slam in. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. When you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Georgia going up tempo.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with a dub. Hey, survive and advance. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the ground, it's Cole. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
The give to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He makes the connection.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
First down here for the offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Now on second and short after the first down completion. Fires to the big fella. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Feeling some heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Second down coming up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. All wideouts, no backs. On second down, he'll let it fly. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. He's right on target. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarter.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On second down, wants to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. One more snap coming before halftime. Using his legs, it's Cole. At the 45, on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The give out of the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. And the Buckeyes get the first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to take off. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Miles ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! They take the lead with the 6.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 21 to Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're trying to get to him. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one thing. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Right back to the well. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Georgia going up tempo. Quickly complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Cole. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
They'll line up for a second down play.
That's the end of the third quarter. This is Georgia 36, Ohio State 22.
Quarterback empties his backfield. On second down, just keeps firing. That's caught. It's Cole. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Gonna run it. It's Cole. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Handoff to the single back. Discards a man. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
They'll go with a direct snap. And the defense drags him down.
And they got him on the ground just short of the 1 yard line. The running back, you could tell he wanted to get in there, wanted to use his power and try to fall forward. But a nice job of tackling by the defense and making that thing fall just short.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be dragged down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Right, his running backs had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They want that clock to run. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And the offense is doing probably exactly what you want them to do. What do we need to do? We need to run clock. We got the lead. We're in a good situation to get points. Now, Tick, 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 tick. The clock is my friend.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got loose, it was all over. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trying to get to it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. From the red zone, it's Cole. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And guys, this offense has a couple of jobs. The first one, get the touchdown, then they'll need the 2 to tie here in the fourth. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. Grab near the marker. It's Cole. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time was about to run out on him, and now they need the 2-point conversion to tie.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. This crowd beside itself, trying to help that defense make a stand on the 2. The snap sets up the throw. The pass is incomplete, and late in this game, still down by 2 after failing on the conversion attempt. The clock reads 19 seconds. Onside kick coming. They have to get it to have a chance to win. Ball goes out of bounds. The onside kick is unsuccessful, and they'll take over after the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.